Okay, here I'm going to do a short video on how to graph a parabola. Okay, well, you need to get it in the right form. So the right form of a parabola, we have y squared and a 6y, so I'm going to have to complete the square on those two. So I need to get rid of these guys. So y squared plus 6y equals x minus 5, right? So add an x, subtract a 5. Reason why I'm getting them over to the side is because you got to have it in the correct form of a parabola with something squared on one side by itself. Alright, then I complete the square here. I go ahead and take half of 6, square it, and add it here and over here. So half of 6 is 3, squared is 9, and 9. Okay. Then we write this out here, y squared plus 6y plus 9. We factor it, right? That guy factors into y plus 3 squared. Over here, negative 5 and 9 is x plus 4, right? And kind of put parentheses around them just because that's the form of a parabola. It looks like this, right? Y minus k squared equals 4p x minus h, right? So we have it in that form. Now I'm able to find the vertex. So my vertex would be the h value, so negative 4, right? Make this 0, and negative 3 for y. That's my vertex. What's my p? Well, remember, this is 4p must be equal to what's out there. So, basically I say, hey, 4p must be that 1 then. So, p is equal to 1/4. So we have p equal to 1/4. If p is equal to 1/4, that tells me where my focus is, and it also tells me where my directrix is, and it tells me which way it opens. Well, y squared, so that's the opening on the horizontal, left and right. So this opens to the right due to the positive p-value. Okay. Now let's get some information about the focus. Well, if I graph this, then I'll be able to do that a little easier. So my vertex is negative 4, negative 3, negative 4, negative 3 right there. Put a dot there. Alright, and then I'm opening right, so I'm opening this way. Now, the p-value is the distance to my focus. The distance to my focus is a 1/4, so I go 1/4 right there, right? Oops. I gotta put it in again, right there. Right there's my focus. Okay? Alright, so now I'm able to kind of tell you what point that is, right? Because I've got the vertex and the focus is 1/4 to the right, so that'd be negative 3 and 3/4. So here's the focus then. Would be negative 3 and 3/4, or what would I say, negative 12, 13, 14, 15, negative 15 fourths, comma, negative 3. That would be the focus. Okay. Alright, so there we go for the focus there, the vertex there, and it opens up this way. Well, what's the directrix? Remember, the directrix is the line behind the vertex. It's the same distance as the focus. It's p units, but it's behind it. So I'm going to go back 1/4. Well, I don't got much room here. I'm going to go back 1/4 like this. Say that this is 1/4. Doesn't touch it, just goes back 1/4. You see that's not actually on that line, right? So that's the directrix. So that distance and this distance is supposed to be the same as being 1/4. Okay? Now we're going to put another point on here. Alright? Well, remember the definition of a parabola. It's the same distance from here as it is back to there, so it's 1/4. So that whole distance is 1/2. If I go out a half, I should be exactly the same distance back here as a half, right? 1/4 and 1/4, right? So right there, right there. My mouse is kind of funny if I push down too hard to make a little dot. Alright, and then I can draw it. If you need some more information, like I might want some more because these points aren't very good, maybe I'll just find out where it crosses the x-axis. That's easy. That's when y is 0. I just pick a value for y. So go back up here, right? See, just make y 0 in this case. So that'd be 3 squared, right? Or 9. And then I have x plus 4. So it must cross at 5 when x is equal to 5. So I go down here, 5, 0. Well, that's pretty skinny, isn't it, going like that? Well, then, if that's a point, how many did we go up? We went up 1, 2, 3. So it must be down 3 also. 1, 2, 3 in the same spot right there. Alright, so there we go. This is our parabola. It goes from here like this, crosses like that, goes this way. Oops, that made it a little bit too long, right? Well, this is quite like this. You could also find where these two spots are too if you want, right? That's when x is 0. So you could have gotten those two. I got those two right there. Well, that's how you graph a parabola and get from the information given.